All right, want to say welcome to one of my favorite artists, and it's an honor and privilege to have him here in the lab at the I Never Knew TV studio. Lutan Fyah, what's going on?
Yes, I give thanks, enough respect.
A serious
Yes,
thing.
I.
First thing I want to ask is your lyrical style is both poetic and militant, right? How do you approach crafting verses that are conscious but still catchy and powerful?
Well, music for me is a communicating language like for everybody. And then to try and please everybody in a song is the mission really. So what I do is create melodies that I think the younger people would like and also the older folks will accept. I do my best to stay within the roots of the music, but being modern with the melodies or even the lyrics. So that's the real catch.
Now, I wanted to ask, man, obviously, we listen to a lot of your tunes, right? And you don't repeat lyrics, but you make a lot of tunes.
Yes.
So how do you keep it fresh in regards to the content and not being repetitive in the rhymes?
What happened when I do my best not to repeat, and then I listen around and I also listen myself. And then I know I'm doing a lot of songs and it can cause me to be repeating lyrics. So what I do, I don't write the lyrics. I don't think of lyrics. I don't think of a song. I don't think of what to sing next. Saying, I go to the studio and vibe, and that's how my songs are created.
So down, Fire, you telling me you're not putting no pen to paper?
No, I can't. When I try, it never stops. So I just freestyle. That's what they call it, but for me it's making a song. That's how I do it.
Do you get into situations where, because I hear artists speak about this when they're freestyling, when you have to do a retake, do you forget the previous lyrics or you have to listen to them back to say them again?
Okay, the method most times is to create a melody first. Like sing a melody and then you listen the melody and you cut and paste and erase and keep. So that's how my thing work.
Why do you think so many Jamaican covers, especially from the Rocksteady era, often sound better or feel more powerful than the original versions? Do you think it's something in the rhythm, Fire? Is it the vocal delivery, a spiritual energy, or is it just something Jamaicans bring to the music?
It's a spiritual energy, plain and straight, and it's what we bring to the music, and it's also all of that, because Jamaican music is created from many different genres of music. In the early days, Jamaican used to listen a lot of soul music from America, and that's how the singers were trying to sing, and creating it in a reggae form, it bring out a different sound. And that's the sound that the world attracted to from Jamaica. So it's a spiritual thing. Because we do it naturally. It's not like we're trying to make a special sound or we just do it the way how we can do it. You know what I mean?
And I was always impressed how a lot of times from that era, they actually restructure the song. They're not
Yes.
looking over the song Fire, they restructure the entire song.
Yeah. Create the sound to represent the reggae. And then a lot of songs were sing on many different chords and changes. And we sing them on just two chords. Bang, 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 bang. We sing the bridge, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the verse, and everything on that two chord. And it was amazing to the people who created that lyrics and melody and that song originally.
And why do you think the two chord catch the world so much? Because it seems simple, but it's pretty difficult to repeat. I notice a lot of people who aren't from Jamaica struggle with playing reggae.
Yeah, because a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing for real, because these men who started this music, these men were people who was just there playing music and the world hear it and like it. They were not trying to make career from music or try to tour or being big artists and no big charts. I think these people never see themselves as that until the world hear the music and be like, well, we need this a part of our life, and then reggae become part of cultures all over the world. And yeah.
Reggae often gets limited media and press coverage, right? What challenges have you seen when it comes to getting reggae music to the global recognition it deserves?
Well, firstly, reggae is not a party music, you know. And this is, it attracts a specific kind of mentality, a kind of mind. Like what I sing, there are a lot of people out in the world that think exactly and want to hear a song like that. And this is the kind of music that they follow. But sometimes the reggae music is kind of defiant, you know. The system, we sing about the system, we sing against the system. We never sing for the system. Because we think the system is oppression and oppressive, especially to our people who is of African descent, you know. Children of the enslaved people. I think the system treats us bad. So reggae is that music that sing about the things that happen to people in societies. And it really doesn't mean black people or white Indian or any race in particular. The reggae represent all walks of life, all people, working man, the poor man, the sick man, the healthy man, the rich man, the poor man, you know, the homeless and the man who live big. The reggae have a song to soothe all these people. And this is why I think this reggae music is accepted by all people across the world, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, because based on what you said earlier, I've been observing the industry, right, and seeing, and I hear a lot of critiques about stuff, but I always wonder, as you stated, was reggae music ever meant to be commercially
No.
acceptable or profitable?
No. We never think about the profit. And if you listen to music, the original music, reggae
Blood
form.
and Fire music, fire.
Pardon
I
I?
said Blood and Fire reggae music.
No, reggae on a whole.
Yeah.
The original form. It was just some men trying to... Remember, the story is that it was soul music from America. Because high society was the one who was in charge of getting music in the country. And because they were kind of bougie, they chose the soul, them time did the long frock and the walls, you know. And it was too slow for the indigenous man. So the indigenous man created a thing they call ska. So all night till daylight. All night till daylight, you know. And then it was too fast. So the story is they said they come up with a thing they call Rocksteady. And Rocksteady was Jamaica music for a while until the radicals who were a part of the music, they were in a studio rehearsal and this sound came up. God, that is reggae. This is reggae. That is reggae. It wasn't a part of the creative process, but they were playing it. And it was like, this is great. So they keep it and call it reggae. So it was a Rocksteady session, my understanding. And that sound came up by a man just picking around.
What story you heard? Because I heard it's a Bunny Lee session. What story did you hear?
Yeah, it's a Bunny Lee session.
Same story.
Because I got this story from one of the elders who were around that circle. Max Romeo, the late great.
Great Max Romeo.
Yeah, he gave me the story of how that come about and tell me what is reggae. And him also tell me it comes from the calypso sound. Yeah.
The Roomba vibe going on.
Yeah, calypso from the islands. That's what he says to me, you know. And also, them on section further on in the Coxsone era, they said it was the Cuban music. They copy, took it from Cuba, come to Jamaica, listen it, get our Jamaican art musicians from School of Music, play that on section on the reggae. Banana, banana, banana. You know, all of them were Cuban sounds. I heard that from Cox and Dad's mouth, you know. So this is how the compiling of sounds of different genre come and be that overdubbing on the reggae beat from Jamaica. It complete that sound as a genre the world accept as reggae music, you know. Even Bob Marley music, if you listen keenly, you hear many different genres and sounds that is played in country music and jazz and all this. And he also used those musicians to do his overdubbing. So, yeah, reggae. That's how them say reggae come about. So nowadays, the music is played with just 5 fingers, you know. Listen sound that is already in the computer. Where those sounds come from, you don't know. But those are the ones on the music today.
I wanted to ask, man, since you being in the industry so long and having the fortunate experience to be amongst the icons and the elders, right? Did anyone else share any more stories about the influence of the music on reggae music?
The stories is always the same, you know. Who know, speak about it intelligently. You know, someone hear man chat and come talk, you know. Like me, I sit with elders and hear these reasonings from the artist's mouth, you know. The music is always there, and the world love the music. If you look around, you see almost or over 600 reggae festivals across the world. Right throughout the 365 days of each year, there's always a reggae festival here in the United States. So, reggae is alive, you know.
Between visa restrictions, lack of touring infrastructure, and limited revenue from streaming, how do reggae artists, especially those in Jamaica, sustain themselves in the industry?
Well, for me, I think I'm fortunate enough for every now and then I can do a little project where I earn from, and then I tour from time to time. That's how I make. That's how the financials come. And that's the same financials I used to produce the music, you know. Sustain my life. It's not the big picture you may see. It's like a 9 to 5, like your job. You know what I mean? You have to pay your taxes, you have to be on time, you have to fulfill your contracts. So it's my job. So, you know, music build vast financials and wealth, but not for all. But all hope so one day they could make a song that the world would really love to build them financials that is huge. But as for an artist, he concentrates on making a proper melody with good lyrics, and the result from his effort will balance him, you know. Once he's not a greedy man, you know, you don't have to be, you just do what you have to do, you know what I mean? There's no investors much like before. Yes, they are here, but there's only a few people get the opportunity to do business with some of these investor people. There's no hustlers again or any one rich guy who just like the music and decide, yo, I go spend one few. You know, it's not like that anymore. You know, the artist's responsibility is so too much nowadays. He have to be promoting himself, he have to be singing, he have to do food, make sure of everything. Even though he have a team, and nothing much.
That's the thing. I think it's unfair to a lot of artists now, especially now that they have to be so engaged in social media.
Yeah, but have to do all that every day and make sure he's on time and on point, when he should be just creating a melody, and yet him still have a team. But the amount of effort the team demand from you to make all that they are doing work.
They still need you to do
to kickstart every move. You know, so most of the work is on you, the artist, these days. You know, you're not respected or seen as just the man who create the sound. You're seen as a brand. So you have to fulfill everything as a brand. So it's too much.
Do you think that demand on artists has led to that lack of creativity amongst artists because their brain frequency is spent doing other stuff instead of creating music?
No. I think artists follow what they hear. That's why the creativity seems lacking. If you spend time with yourself more, you sound like yourself. So that is the thing. They're not spending time with self, you know. Spending time trying to catch the new vibe. They train easy if you follow, but not easy if you set. You know what I mean? So back in the days in Jamaica, every artist sound different and with a different lyric and a different melody, because each man was spending time to create himself as an artist to prove that what he's doing, he really can do it. But now you can just listen to a man lyrics, you can just listen to a man melody and turn it around in a your little melody, similar to the melody you are thief. And everybody, and next week is a different one, and every week is a different one. So it now hook, even though they're trying to create hook. It's not about just hook. We from Jamaica, we are island people. We create music with substance. That's how it works normally. And that's the respect we got from the world, because we have substance music. You know? And then if you try to create a song to just butter down what's happening, it would mean that song is for you and your friends and similar people like Uno. But the music that the world respect from Jamaica is the one with the substance. That music create over 600 reggae festivals worldwide every year for the past 30 years.
All right, I got to ask you this. This is what I've been breaking my brain over, right? And you know my man, I know the music. You haven't deviated from the music. You have different styles, but the substance is still there, right? Why have so many, in your perspective, why have so many reggae artists, specifically from Jamaica, deviated from the thing that the world loves from them?
I'm not sure. Maybe, as I said before, they're listening too much and not listening to themselves.
All right, so
You see and you listen. You see and you hear, and you feel like what you see and what you hear out there is what is needed. So that's what you go create and sing, because this is going.
All right, I understand that part, but when you see it's not working, why are you still doing it? Why are they still doing it? That's the thing.
Because it works for other people. So they think it can work for them. Like, do the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You're a madman. So maybe they're mad. Because now work and them still do it. So them are mad people. They're crazy. Insanity, they call it.
Because I think that's what really hurt the reggae industry the most with the music coming out of Jamaica, is that it deviated too much from what the world loves.
I know.
And those who play the music outside of Jamaica are playing the music at the world. That's the part I don't understand.
I know.
They're not doing nothing unique.
Sorry to say, but not even on the radio much, or in the dancer. Well, a few radio stations realize that this is our culture. We need to play reggae. So the few reggae that is being made, the little reggae that is being made in Jamaica now, you got radio stations in Jamaica who livicate a 2 hour for us playing reggae. You know, a few radio stations do that. But those songs you might hear on them stations, you not hear them nowhere else. You know what I mean? You hear them on a mixtape, and you hear them in a party, in a session, a dance, you know. And on other stations, you hear this and that were brought to you by this and that. And when the music play, it's a foreign song. So this and that have to send in money to foreign to pay foreign artists, their mechanics. So that's how it works. There's no reggae in Jamaica, not even a drive past car. The other day they used to play the YG Marley. What do you hear? They used to play these roads are flame are catching a fire, something like that. So the song go right. They used to play that tune, that drive past. But we now hear no more of that.
What happened to mixtape culture?
Mixtape culture.
Mix CD culture. Mixtape and mix CD
it's
culture.
It's not anymore. A youth have him phone with any song him want to listen at any given time. Him just listen to that song. You know, you get a mixtape and you only like 4 songs on it. So Yeah, 25 bad song, but you know, before you like, you know, so all albums and all them things, they get a hook nowadays because, you know, some people not really want to sit down and listen to 15 of one artist unless 15 nice tune and them bad and different and creative. Yeah, the people would gladly accept that because that's what they really want.
So how has that been for you? Because you come from an era where you had to go to a studio. You couldn't make no song on a computer in your house.
Yeah.
So you had to be good enough to get into the studio. Or you
have to
wait
be
outside.
good enough though, you know.
Yeah, you had to be good enough. I remember the story. You went up to Gargamel and all that, introducing yourself. You cut a tune, right? Then now you had to go on the road and hustle the tune and give the tune to people.
Yeah.
But now you're at a point now where basically you stay behind the screen.
Yeah.
And I guess you're waiting for people. You have to do something silly to get some attention. Like,
well, if the song nice and it, cause nowadays them try to do the social media something, TikTok it and then them something there, and the followers on TikTok and them social media they may like it and it go viral or it's a nice tune so people it views a lot, so he become popular, and that in that circle, social media circle, not really real, you know. Because people driving to work and like something, or in the kitchen and the toilet and like something, share something. So they're not really going to buy it or come to the show. But that clout propel, I think that clout propel some of these younger youths in. So the people who follow TikTok and them to get to like him and like the song. So it bring forward in the society, you know, because people who think they want to promote artists, they want to promote someone who they can bargain with, you know, and that artist have 100,000 people liking that one song, so let's put him on stage, let's put him on the ER. That song is not even released, it's just a hyper cloud. So yeah, my following, so people are gonna like him if we promote it. So this is how they're doing it, you know. So a song need to make good or release. It just, them want to hear it and some people like it. The people who, I think, in charge of things, bring it in the circle and, as me say, on stage it and ER it and all of the next something them. Yeah. So that's how it go. The artist now no manager, him now no nothing. He just have a song with everybody on TikTok.
No, I think it creates a problem because it's unfair to the artist, because I've been noticing this for years. When they go on stage, they can't perform. So you took a random person with a song, and now you're expecting that person to entertain the crowd, and he's never been on stage.
Never.
He never went through the ranks. And
never. All his life. He's not an artist. He just do a thing, and it work.
I think that kind of hurt the coach in a sense, because you have too many people who Fyah a football, right? So you just can't bring a man on.
You have to make the team.
All right.
And you have to good enough to make the team. You have to fit enough, you have to be strong enough, you have to have enough speed, you have to can follow the instruction of the people who run the team. And make sure you have the mentality to discipline yourself to carry through the game for 90 minutes plus. So that's how it works in music for me. I mean, I have to make the side. And you can't bench me. You understand? And if you allow me, I might wear the captain and band. You see? That's how my thinking work. Right now, my thinking, I'm the number 10. I'm the general. I put it where I want it to go. That's my thinking in music.
How has your experience as a footballer, for those unaware, Lutan Fyah, professional footballer, right? How has that experience helped you with music? Because Fyah, I've been really analyzing, I play basketball here, right?
Yeah.
And I really been analyzing the timing between the athlete and the artist.
Well, for me, it teach me how to challenge, burn, and fight for my game. And that's forever in myself. I always have to fight for my game. And I go where I have to make the team among people who is already a part of the team. I'm always have to win my game or find favor with the people, administration or the coach. Yeah, so I'm in a bow, fight for my game. And I work hard. Like, I never say no, I can't. Never. Because this is what I do. And there must be a way to get this done that is pleasing to all here who want to get it done. I want to see it get done. So that is my thing. I practice, I train, I work, I fight, I burn. Never stop burning. I've been burning since, let me tell you, 1990. Non-stop. Non-stop. Burn mean me get up and run. Run a man in time. 4 a.m. Like all my life. Yeah? Time I cool off and thing, but it's a part of me always catch up and in it. You know? Because some me grow, my body remember me as that. So there's a time if I'm not doing it, I feel sick, I feel crazy, I'm miserable. So I always have to have some dumbbells. I always have to squatting. I always have to be eating right, you know. I always have to thinking like an athlete. That's me. I watch cricket, I watch football, I watch basketball, I watch all sports. That is me. And that caused me to not be indulging this baga in a music. Because by 4 p.m. in the evening, my music day is done. I don't want to see no music after 4. I go play a ball, leave me alone. A ball my mind there now. So when the ball game done, you know what I go do? Go rest. Till a morning by 4:35, I wake again. So my life go all my life. I don't have no distraction.
Keep you out of the mix-up.
Yeah, it's not necessary. It's stupid. The mix-up stupid. The mix-up sound like grade 5. The mix-up don't make no sense. Some chat too much, some don't make no sense, and it just sound. So I say, don't call me name in it, because I'm going to give you an answer where you go and call me name again. Yeah, because not really. It don't make no sense. This chat too much thing and chat for no reason, and it not have no effect. There's no tangible result from what you say. Why you talking? You chat too much, Virgin. You all what that for? Calm down now. You remember say we're a Jamaican man. You don't forget say we're a Jamaican man. This baga chatting and everything you see, I have something to say about it. You don't remember we are who? What is wrong? Or what change we saw? Is it the food? Or the movies? Or what? We are Jamaican man, you don't remember? With this bag of talking and everything, we have something to say about it. If man take up them phone, John was there, yeah. The world never asks you nothing, Virgin. Who you expect to answer or pay attention to what you're saying? Who asks you something? Who expect you to say something about anything? Why you think like that? Why you think people are going? So I just have a look upon it, you know. I just have a look upon it. Why should I say something and go grab up my phone? John was star. I want to go on and offer you today. So what? Me expect Jamaica go listen to me at 2:30 p.m. today. Them I go take up them phone and know. So Lutan Fyah go talk. So the man them mad. The man them make phone trick them. The man them make phone trick them, bro. It's nice. When I was 10, I wish I did have an iPhone. I can get up and watch Maradona. Or John Barnes. Live games. Or maybe I could have watched the latest news on TV. No, on your phone. But no, we used to have it there, Miss Becky Winder. I watch TV. And then the little girl in the house stand up in front of the TV. Sometimes it's not like she has spite me. But it's for how long we've been watching the TV for years. So it'd be normal for her to just stand up there and the members say, they might watch TV. Yeah, we did wish somebody come and bring a TV in our yard or a fridge. Or a gas stove. You know? We did wish and dream so we are going to reach one day and think how we are going to do it when we get rich. Like every other youth. So it's not like we don't like social media. I like it. Saying, but it's not like me I go donate half of my time and my mind for it. No. I'm saying prefer watch other things more enticing. You know what I mean? I try to keep in touch with my fans by doing the music that they like. And I know the kind of picture them for post. And I know the kind of things to say. For my fans, if I never them, I wouldn't want no phone. I just buy a banger. Whenever my fans want to hear a Lutan Fyah song. If I never them, I wouldn't want no phone. I just buy a banger and call who I want to call or text. That would be it for me with a telephone. Yeah, but I show the music thing. And every day them tell me I have a different app and a different something. But me stuck at the few ones where they have for the past 10 years. TikTok new. I follow up TikTok. TikTok Lutan Fyah. What you do? I say, yeah, true, man. I'm that thing. I say, when the time right, if I catch one conversation on TikTok or a picture or something, I go start. But me time might be a foolishness, me say. I say, what this for? I don't want these clubs. Everything I man. I'm not stressed. Without the enemy in the music or in my corner. All I have to do right now, I had to do is just make some music, virgin. Because I feel like I'm there on the battlefield up front in defense of this Jamaica reggae music, you know. Yeah, I start feel like, say, I'm one of them ones who been fighting to keep this music alive. And that's what I have to do. I might time that. That my time say that I my 12 o'clock. So that's something there. My clock is broken. And it says one thing and it is right even once a day. So every day I get a sticky in my book. You see it? And it's in defense of this reggae. Because it's really important. People are really crying for new lyrics from us. New lyrics. With the something that we are because that's reggae. People want new lyrics, reggae artists. Some new argument. Every day is the same thing. That is one of the problems too, yeah? They keep repeating the same lyrics over and over. Ask anybody if that's one a big problem. They want some new argument, man. I try. Yeah, man, I try.
On your latest release with iGrade Records, right? You have a powerful track, which is the title track, called Strength and Resilience, that's been on repeat on our radio show, I Never Knew Radio. What message did you have for youth who feel hopeless or trapped in their current situation?
Well, first and foremost, you know, if you have somewhat of an education, you have to team up with your brethren with similar understanding of what life is and organizing a body, a group, and make that one group become one voice. Make sure that organization is a registered organization. Yeah? And you're going to use that organization through a group effort and initiative to bring whatever you want in the world at your feet. That is a way of escape. No single man can do it. No dunce people can do it. Sorry for those who never spend time with their mommy effort and papa effort sending them to school. Sorry for them one day. And not my fault. Go defend yourself. But the ones who have some literacy and understanding how to understand the basic everything of life, organizing yourself in a registered organization, pull everything together, and everything you need in this whole wide world, you can use that organ and bring it on the foot. You can centralize it and bring in all the people who like what you're doing together and organ and do things. You can do things for yourself, you can do it for individual, and you can do it for community, and you can do things for country. But just be organized. Just be organized. That's all. I don't know what else to say.
And also with that tune there, Fyah, I just feel that album on the whole was unique compared to the other body of works in regards to truly expressing a spiritual maturity in regards to how you view obstacles in life. Was that done naturally, or was this the intention of the album, Fyah, just came out when you heard the rhythms?
It just come out because the music itself give me that vibe, you know. The kind of rhythm them send. Me have to so keen. You know, me have to married to the rhythm and caress it and make sure the lyrics, the melody, and the music have a conversation, not an argument. You know what I mean? And for that now, allow me to bring out a more relaxed kind of vibe, you know what I mean? In maturity. Because this is what the music say. Abundance of weed, crack pipe and liquor so cheap. There's a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Sleeping on the cold concrete. There's a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Yeah, the rhythm said, relax and reason with the people. Maybe if it was another beat, I would say it different. But it's the beat really, trust me.
And what's up with you and your relationship with I Agreed Records? It's been going on for a long time, right? And you guys really put out some powerful sounds.
Yes, man, I agree. Is a teammate, you know. We always do things together from the early days and thing. It's a natural vibes also where we communicate simple and easy. It's not like it is special, you know. But it's normal special. This is how man and man roll, you know. So it's an example of how artists and producer communicate without any hindrance or any no difficulty. You know? We just get it done. And that is it. You're ready, I'm ready. Bang. Forever, for years. High grade. Yeah, Tippy and Zion I King. A Moon. That's Lustra King also, you know? Is a 20-year plus virgin relationship musically, you know.
You also gave some mighty sounds to Oneness Records on that album, Texture Road.
Yeah, Oneness is another man where we're always doing things together, even though we have a few songs again to release. Yeah, some more songs, some great songs, you know, Oneness Records. Last song we did was a collab. This Sistering. It's black.
Yeza?
Deza.
Yeza or something?
Yeza, she name. Yeah, man. Do a song together. Nice and thing. Plus about 8 other songs we have. Release a project. Oneness Records, you know. We're always doing things. You know? We do things with Little Lion too. Have some other works with Little Lion, you know. 10, 15 songs. Proper, ready.
And Fyah, the last 3 producers you mentioned, they're not in Jamaica, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the
No.
that's the problem. Right?
No. Reggae producers, I don't see them much in Jamaica. A virgin from Montego Bay, send we do a project with the Reggae. Dean Fraser we do a project a few days ago, Reggae. I don't see no more reggae production in Jamaica like that, like reggae. Dean Fraser thing, a reggae, raw. Yeah, introduce Lutan Fyah to the beat and we create the song together and it's a beautiful song. Soon to be released. Dean Fraser, Lutan Fyah together. It's a juggling with other artists on the rhythm too. Yeah, reggae, but rarely in Jamaica.
So if you're a reggae artist in Jamaica and your brethren don't make rhythms, it seems like you're in a rough spot and you don't have the ear of the international.
You like we know how to do it. I don't know if younger man who doing reggae can do it like defend it like Lutan Fyah. Cause it's difficult, you know.
Could you give them a little advice on how they could link up with producers to make some reggae tunes?
Well, the producers really want to find them too. Okay, no, a producer always like new talent. Man like Tippy always like a new talent. Tippy always like a new sound and a new...
Oh, you had a tough tune on the Full Bloom Rhythm too, Fyah. I forgot to mention that too.
Which one?
The Full Bloom Rhythm. With Tippy and them, with Zion I Kings.
Yeah.
This man records so much tunes, he probably don't remember what tune I'm talking about.
No, I don't remember that.
The Full Bloom Rhythm is you, Kabaka have a tune on there, Jesse Royal, Peter Morgan.
Yeah.
What's the name of the tune?
Who's the producer?
Tippy.
Okay.
Zion I Kings.
Okay.
This man records so much tunes, I don't remember the tunes you recorded.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I have a few songs, but not released yet as well. With Tippy them, man. Always. Once them have... Right now, I have about 15 rhythms. Brand new. I have Tippy, I sing pan them, go back to Jamaica. Sing 15 songs.
So you did a reasoning for us years ago in Jamaica, right? I wasn't there, but Ryan and Emily were there. And you mentioned watching Vaughn Benjamin record 11 songs in one day, right? What was that experience like for you? And do you remember which album it was for? More broadly, I want to ask, what have you learned from working with legendary artists like Vaughn? And how have those moments influenced your creative process?
Well, that's how we normally do it, 10, 15 songs for the day. Even in Jamaica, man like Lutan Fyah, man like Lucian, a man like Chesedek, Turbulence, Sizzler, 10, 15 songs we sing at the time. So when I was in St. Croix, Christian Stead, Tippy, me there pass Tippy Gates. So we'd have a few songs, because we'd create an album named Music Never Die, Vaughn was on the island at the time. So we stopped by in our studio and Vaughn would have some songs to complete too. And thing. Yeah, and Vaughn write him song them one and sing them piece of paper. I don't remember the project already. But I know 2 of those songs was collab with Lutan Fyah.
Well, did some of those songs end up on Beauty for Ashes?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah. Song like
When Jah Arise or something?
Them that day we did that song.
Yeah, so it's
When Jah Arise.
Yeah.
That day we did that song, and the next song we call, me tell you some more. I know them, Beauty for Ashes. And I say, same time, similar thing, same time. Them tune there. Yeah, man, I think a Beauty for Ashes.
Because it's the same time around
Album,
your
yeah,
album
man.
came out. And
I was there when him, I was there when we do that.
So you
project
said,
there.
hold on, you said you write down the tune and then record.
Yeah, I write them on piece of paper and listen to rhythm and light the big spliff and go make him record the song, A lot of man do it, some man. Man like Gargamel and them man. Them man they spend a little time and write him song properly. And just go sing it for 10 minutes though. 10 minutes. The man that spend, you can hours to get the song together. And just 5 minutes. BAM! The man the great teacher.
What I want to talk
But
about.
it was a thing with Vaughn, because Vaughn thing lyrical
different
and spiritual, and when him are going at it, him are going at your bone too, and we are lift up when him are lift up to so. It was a different experience and thing, and I was glad to be there with them. Apart from stopping by at stage shows and backstage and reasoning and thing, studio session, it was a good vibe, man. Went for about 4 or 5 days making music,
What did you take from Vaughn to add to yourself before I say the other part? What aspect of
Well,
his...
for me, Vaughn is new in every song. That's what I take from Vaughn.
Explain what you mean by that.
Be new in every song, meaning you try to just have a different vibe and a soul expression in every tune. That's what I realize about Vaughn. Vaughn is a at the moment man. Vaughn sings sometime and not well. You know what I mean? Sick. I sing. And the song come out away and I say, that's how I am now.
Just let it be. Because Tippy did tell me that.
That's how I am now is the thing.
Yeah.
It's me same one. I saw me sound today. I me same one. I'm your hear a little host or a little difference. It's me. It's I. So that me learn from being around the vibe, A lot of reasoning and thing. Communicate. Irie. It's not like, yeah, it's a good vibe, man.
And people didn't realize he was sick for so long. I know the story like he just dropped out, but he was sick for a period of time.
Yeah, I heard that he was not well for a while, I don't know, me here. And thing. And yeah.
Any other artists that you really Later on in your career, though, not younger, but later on that you really observed and took something from him and added that to
Well, I
yours?
took something from every Jamaica artist, you know, man.
Explain something, please.
Name it. A sound, a slur, a way how to breathe, a way how to express.
All right.
Because remember, we know have not tutorial about how to do music. We don't take ourselves and say we are a singer.
Breath control then. Who did you really get the breath control game from?
Let me can tell you. You have a musician we sing country and western. Seeing him name Michael Bublé. I listen to him every day. I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. Broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. I fight myself in, I fight myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. I tried so very hard not to lose it. I came up with a million excuses, and I thought of every possibilities. And I know someday it will all work up. When you made me work so we could work to work things out. And I promise my kids I'll give just more than I get. They just haven't met me yet. Listen to them man there every day. And I'm really listening and realize, yo, just talk. Just like your sound just as all your reason. You just put a little breath more or take off a little breath more. You know? It's a natural voice, no additive, no try to tweak or nothing. Just as though you hear me talk, that's the kind of breathing I used to sing.
Later on in your career, who did you observe where you took a little something?
I like how Vaughn write because it's brand new. It's a new testament of what reggae would sing about, or a reggae artist. It's nothing compared to what we were listening all along. And that's the direction. That's a good template, you know. But I can't do what Vaughn do because Vaughn do things different. I can't do what Vaughn do. Vaughn do things different. Vaughn is prophecy and poetry, mathematics and science, chemistry, biology and everything. I more will focus on a 8-bar song and a chorus. Get over with it and go about my business. You see me? But Vaughn is in depths and is connected to some source that allow him to do it like that.
Any Jamaican artists that kind of you pulled something from within the last 10 years?
As I said before, Jamaica is a place, you know. You may not like something today and like it tomorrow, you know. Because you feel or hear something about it or see something. But for me, I don't see no man will draw my energy from Jamaica Island for a long while now. Like the energy is already drawn. I love who I love, respect who I respect already. And I not see nothing new come for me say, yo, there's no wow for me for a long while. You know what I mean? And there's no wow for me. I hear some youth when I bust yet still, you know. Well, bad, and I say them youth if you get a chance make a nation hear them. Because they would really make a difference because the lyrics and melodies are different. They're not bust, nobody don't know them. They would inspire me if them come on the forefront. You know. But apart from that, the man them were bust already, they been done inspire me already. Them not drawing a new gear to lift me up higher. They're not drawing a new gear to lift me up higher, but they don't love them already and respect them.
All right. So, Fyah, you've been doing this for a long time, right? A very long time. And what has kept you going despite all the challenges, the politics, and the ever-changing music landscape? That is.
It would be difficult if I look at all these things. So if they're taking the elevator, I walk up the step. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll reach, but you can take the highway. I'll do mile gully. And that's my thing. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to know about it. I pay my thing attention. Because on the other side, it can be difficult to get past. I may not take roadblock. So I would have problem over there so if I go push in and them that try show me say my contribution is not valuable or you can't pass. I don't want to hear that from nobody. not weapon Jamaica Island in a music. So me kind of just know say, man, as I respect, Jalib, and do my thing, you know what I mean?
And how has Lutan Fyah?
I don't want you know guy act like my contribution is not valuable. Because I listen to everything. And I can't say the same thing about anything if you say that about my thing. In order for don't be in that confusion. Go my way. You're the producer, them hear me say vice me. Or I work with. Oneness from Germany. High grade from St. Croix. I King from Florida, New York. Little Lion from way over in Switzerland. Another producer all over. This morning I got contracted to sing 3 songs for a production in Ivory Coast, West Africa. So that's my world, you know. I was in Indonesia on tour a few months ago. And I also did 7 songs for that Indonesian production. We call Island Vibes Record. You see me I say? So, as I said before, too much roadblock there are some man security guard and gatekeeper. I don't want to chatting with no boy about no music. I don't talk to people about music on Jamaica Island. I don't want to hear nothing neither.
How have you matured over the years? We know lyrically, but personally as an artist and the business aspect. As you reflect on the young Lutan Fyah, how you used to move, how have you matured to the Lutan Fyah now? And your approach to business, and just interacting with people.
I want to understand my role and how I navigate myself through this music without confusion or any problem with anybody. But back in the days, maybe I think I could have passed. And then some place I stopped in my career, I realized it was a big mistake. I should have just trod on. I shouldn't stop this, so I shouldn't try this. So. I shouldn't bother chat to some boy or some girl in a music. Because them not make no sense. They did nothing to help I develop myself. They more try to down me.
And when you say chatting to people, you mean in regards to working with certain companies or working with
There's no company in Jamaica to work with. Which company? If a few brethren who have something steady, doing good business in music. A few man out on the island in a music doing good business. All over the world, people know. But they got the team of people that they're doing their thing with. Not my team. I'm not a part of none of that. You know what I mean? So I had to create my world, my bro. I had to do my thing to make sure that the people who really notice Lutan Fyah keep seeing me. And me not put my foot in on no man way. Just leave me alone and go along about your business. Go. Don't try no foolishness right here, so. Because Jamaica have a way to love try things with people, yo. And that really get me upset. So me know about that mix or mingle. Them try too much. And it hurt a lot of people. A lot of people who can't recover. I don't got no recovery time. So me stay away from the booth. You know what I mean? Me not no recovery time. So me can't take a sledgehammer in my head. No doctor can doctor that. So I just do my thing. All those who want to see me go, I work with them. All those who want to assist me on an upward move, I work with them. Got nothing against nobody because nobody really do me anything. Nobody not try to stop me. No man not try to hold me down. No man not try to block me. But me look and see the games we are play. Me I say, how them man you behave like say, them want me behave like a girl for pass. They want to act like a beta male. I'm not nice. That's normal. That's normal. How much of uno not nice? What wanna say now? Back up, man. The world call him and give you no bad name. But the world not give you no bad name. The world give you no bad name. The world not give me none. Back up. The world say me nice. You see it? So I just do my thing with the people who appreciate the value of what I'm doing. You see? You have the perceived value and you have the actual value. I look at what I think is actually my value, not what you perceive. But my contracts come according to perception. What shall I do? Say, me no work with that, come no stay on my thing. That. No, that's how you people who do in the business perceive me. So we negotiate and come to an amicable conclusion. And I think that's a good way.
And I wanted to ask you, man, it seems since after COVID, you've been very intentional in being on the road and touring. Why weren't you touring as much years prior?
But nobody bring that business to me. And this is why I end up doing a lot of songs, because I had to be singing. So every day I sing 5 and 6 songs. No man not call me about no tour. So Lutan, no you can tour Europe, no you can tour America. People, I don't get that for years.
So when did the new interest, what do you think brought this new interest to Lutan Fyah these last couple of years? Because you've been on the road a lot.
There's nothing new really. It's the same. It's the same. There's nothing new. I've been doing the same thing, doing the same music. There was a tour on its way, I think 2 years ago, with Queen Ifrica, Max Romeo, and him children, and Joe Lion, saying, and there's a Easter special in Europe where some promoters come together and do a few shows in the Easter time every year. So there was a confusion with the tour because the artist on the tour is supposed to be a part of that Easter special, which is a different
Reggaeville thing, don't they?
Reggaeville do that thing, see? So there was a confusion with 2 artists. We are going to buck up on the tour, so them no want buck up. So one of them said, back up, me know that, you know, go ahead. So I saw me get a call, I weren't planned for, I weren't included. And them say, Lutan is a good choice, maybe we can give him a little bit of money. Or him will want tour, or one of them something there. You know, so me go. And it was beautiful. I think we did 52 shows.
52 shows?
Yeah. Max Romeo, Lutan Fyah, Joe Lion, Zana Romeo, Azizi Romeo. It was a media come and free people music tour. When people that do proper tour, you know, good proper tours. And I got included through there was a little difficulty with some other business with artists. There's a Lutan and I go. And that's it. And this album, what I do with tipping, for about 7 years we I do it. And we finally done it. Strength and Resilience. And I sing a song named Rasta Reggae Music. Some people way over Asia like it. And invite me to do 10 shows. Nothing different no go on. I may say one man a struggle it and a fight it, a different reggae man. You see me, look how much thing happen in a reggae. Yes, Lutan Fyah upon nothing. You know, see me now I sing. I don't know when is the next gig or the next tour. You see me? But what? Me I go and nail them, man. Me now, right now, yesterday, before I come to Jamaica, I come to America, I sing 4 songs. As I reach home, I sing some more. Because the rhythm them not done yet. Them fit done. The rhythm have it done. Me I done out the whole of them and full up the whole of hard drive them, Bridget. That me I go do. Since then I go allow me to express me nice song them to the people them I would like you rhyme and sing. Okay. Me I go make music and sing them and bungle them up in every territory. You see me? So drop your way I drop. Me I drop 100 songs. Since you don't respect the market, me I go flood it.
How do you see the role of reggae music in movements for social and political change today compared to when you first started in the music?
Them soft nowadays, man. Them a try to be politically correct. All man like me can't talk. Because I go talk the raw truth and them I go wonder, where am I go answer for? Which is just the raw truth. Where original people just talk. Because you have lie and truth. There's no conspiracy in between. There's nothing named conspiracy theory. Is either true or lie. Me we talk the truth according to how me see it. And nowadays there's no room or space to talk as how you see it. You have to talk make the group agree. Me not depend them something. Me can't deal with it. Because some of them fool. And them have big powers and big talk. So Butuism me say a go on. Because no idiot can't tell me nothing. Me no want hear nothing from no fool boy. Saying enough of them are dopey. Me know and people know. So me just chill, you know. Blessed love and go about my business. No offer me nothing, man. Me not turn up around your table. How they do? We don't make it too hard. It's from bad to worse. Stop the fake smile and go on like on a happy man. Stop going like on a virgin for true virgin. We don't stop them something there. Because we not hypocritical against each other. We don't ease up, you know. A time for the change, my lord. We don't stop it. We not go stress out and depress and smile loud like we not feeling a good vibes. Stop it, man. Too much of that. That is one of the reasons why the dancehall and the reggae now shoot, brother. Too much of kumunjin business and too much whisper like oh my sister them used to be when we were kids when we were pitney. So that's one of the problem, man. The man them stop the hypocrisy thing. Stop smile. Vex cause you don't like what go on. What you smile for? You feel pissed off cause you vex. So that's the problem, brother. Too much butter down and sugar coating. So they're in defense of nothing. Nothing will make sense. Reggae Sumfest. Okay, let's see the lineup. So it's that jokey fighting I go on, virgin. Then if millions of if you spend it right now. Make something tangible come out right now. What's in it for any new talent? Okay, what came out of it all this time? Let me see it, show me. Bag of chatting, man. And if you do something for reggae and stop pick round. Because it's not like you now milk the music and now dig out something out tight. You just have frolic around. You just have frolic around. It's not like you now milk the music and a trick way. Not even that you know do. And it's a much billion-dollar industry. And not even a trick way and a milk it and a hack. You know now do not more and just pick around for too long. You know if you done, brethren, else the music are just done and done.
I think that's one of the complaints of critics of reggae music today is that the artists collectively, not all, they're not touching on topics that need to be spoken about. They avoid certain topics and they touch on topics that it's not really edifying.
There's no topic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go flash lyrics. I'm on a blah blah blah. I'm gonna flash some bad style and some sweet melodies and some lyrics. Wait, it's a true man. Kiki. Meaningless. It makes no sense. And you now milk the music with the foolishness. And you use the foolishness to kill the real thing. Better only do that milk and make billions, virgin. Who said that is the reason why they're doing it? Who no steal that and rob people cookies kind of money when it's a over $2 billion industry. Reggae from Jamaica. 14 parishes of us all. 2.8 million children of enslaved people. Create one music where it's a $2 billion industry per annum, them say. I know me do the maths. Me not so bright.
Do you think that that bad mind culture and people's inability to work together has caused the current state of reggae music in Jamaica?
Everything come together and all me too. Everything come together and lick reggae with that hammer, brother. All me like too, brother. Everybody involved, brother. So you take everybody for us come together. Because I couldn't separate myself. I'm a part of it. I couldn't separate myself. So who am I to separate myself? When I do better or different? No, I'm not. And if there is unity, I would have to be a part of it. So I would have to be a part of the solving of the problem. So then, put all differences aside. God says, nothing now go on. All this time, you don't have no grip on nothing. Just put all differences aside and try to make a work out an industry setting so we can have an artist union, a way how to do proper business through each artist have proper management staff and team and him office as a business, as a record company where employ people and pay them a week time. Let's try starts from there and see if we can rekindle. Because it's rough. We're too much of individuals nowadays, and all we do is show off on one another. Like me could have walk and tell the world something I told on the world, and they would have believe. They would have believe. But a lie would have tell and a act. And a act. I did a tour the other day, Jamaican, Lutan Fyah, and we bring through Zayna. It was 30 shows in 28 days. And we there forward pan Jamaica Island and stay. So look around again. It's not just for me, it's right across the board. Nobody now invest them money. You know, not live nothing too much. Worldwide, Jamaica reggae. It's not, there's no investment in it anymore like how it used to be.
Why do you think investors are staying away from the music?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I feed them money, then do it how they want to do it. If not ask nobody for their money, you can't spend on the reggae. Go with your money, man. Reggae there. Who fi hear it, I go hear it. So if I'm bought with your money, it's not me take me to ask anybody if you come spending a reggae. You fi hear it and feel it and come. So them soon hear it, feel it and come. Don't worry about it. Them gonna hear it, feel it and forward, man. Cause it still exists and it a go on, my lord. You know. So if a man have him dollar, I feel him dollar when work hard for man. Go and go cruise now, man, and your wife and your children to the Maldives. You don't have to spend it in a reggae, man. Go with it.
And all right, I want to ask, because you're the perfect person, because you went through the whole generation, right? Fyah, how do you go from having Rebel Salute, Western Consciousness, Jam Jam, all these shows, to just where we at now, just Rebel Salute and Sunfest?
Mm-hmm.
How did, like, what happened?
People them now invest. When the corporate take over the music and the promoter bring the plan to them. For me, how I look at it, I am Biscuit. So Biscuit gonna tell you who come with your show name Eastern Ja Vibes and tell you, say, listen me now, Ja Vibes. That artist cannot represent my brand. I would like you to put this artist on it. You the corporate somebody don't know nothing about the music, the streets and what people love, want to hear or anything like that. But that's your demand because you give him 30 million. Him to take your 30 million and go do what you say. So all these shows got crumbled because they just stop keep. Nobody now invest no money. You know. That's so plain and straight. May I pray for 200 show go and continue, you know. Some face. The white man continue losing money and go to pack up and run one day.
There's been a lot of criticism directed at the global education system, especially in regions where the student population is predominantly of African descent, right? Yeah. But do you think it's time we stop simply blaming the system for failing to teach our children their roots and prepare them for the modern world, and instead start taking responsibility for doing what the system has failed to do?
Yeah, I really do think we should take responsibility for educating our future generation. For me, I think the education system, especially public education in the modern world, has failed us and our children. And then I think we, children of the enslaved people, we need to create our own system. And in creating our own system mean a sovereign Africa. A sovereign Africa will allow us black people in the diaspora to have a root base to rally around. And without that, we're going to always looking for handouts from the system that enslave us. Them not really like we. We know. Long time. So what our people need is unity, organization, and look to Africa as our redemption. There's no other way. Sorry. You could have rich till you're rich. You could have famous till you're famous. You don't just go like another famous and rich black guy. And we're tired of that. Because we see what happened to black people in rich and famous world. It doesn't make sense. It never feel good on our black sanity and our dignity or integrity. So in order for us to escape all this we're complaining about, we have to unite and create for ourselves. Because we've been complaining ever since or before the civil rights time. And we've been losing from that time to now. Till it get to bottomless pit worse. So, unity is strength, and black people, without Africa, we are like a tree without a root. And that we are emphasized nowadays. Africa, 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 Africa for black people at home and abroad. Born and unborn. Or else you got dead without dignity. You see? And from COVID, the realization is more obvious. That we got no root base in a Babylon. A Burger King them give black people and spliff. Forgot take the COVID medicine. The minister comes on the TV comes. We got fries and burger. We might talk. We might talk. We got chicken. We got to give you chicken and you come take the medicine. We might talk. No black people that. Black people want fries and chicken, man. So look at that. It's because we end up depending on the system. What you call the something Section 8? What you call the next one? And free money, where woman take that money there and erase man out her home. What that money their name? Snap. Yeah. So the little boy them and the little girl them grow without father, you know. So the prison them full. And them drop out of school early and them involved in a violent crime. It's statistic. The people them will have education go sit down and do the maths. I know me say so from Jamaica. See? So if you check it now, all of that is systematic. Because the system actually pay a woman. You don't look on it like pay them, but actually pay them say, don't make that boy come in your yard. Because when him come, the youth are going to have manners. And the woman going to be more disciplined and they going to function like a family more. We don't want that. So take that money and make sure say if you come, you call me here. And that's how America is. And that's how America is. So somehow it seemed to me that some women in America love to be only the man. Single parent, shaman and Raman. She went to work, they go to the daycare. So the daycare is the mother or the father of those kids. Because if she want to go to a party, it's similar to a daycare, she left the picnic. And everything the child learn, basic, daily norms, is that daycare lady or that daycare guy. Don't it? Teach a picnic. The child is more close to Auntie Maureen more than mommy. Mommy hustle money because she don't need a man. So they end up different from how we end up, you know. We end up as man, you know, baritone. And we live as that forever. You know, everything different. And it's the modern world and how it end up. But a trick them get trick. And them should have see it. And now them see it and still in the trick and don't want to come out. So it's kind of painful to even try. So lift up black people. It's difficult. Because to me, some black people relish the condition of being a slave. And it's okay for them. Because they're not trying to understand the modern form of slave. They may think slavery is just draw you in the bush and chop you up if you don't pick the cotton. And beat you if you don't pick the cane. And not realizing where we're at as a people. And if you look at our continent and see how the slave countries treat the continent like the continent need help, we would realize where we're at as a people and even try move out from the bottom.
Can you explain for those unaware what you mean by modern slavery and what it looks like?
Modern slavery, well, firstly, for me, everything that we learn in the Western world is a lie, is a made-up story. Everything is a make-up story. So firstly, we are on the wrong path of understanding what life really is. We believe and understand the lie. That lie comes through the classroom, the workplace, be a false narrative on every subject matter. Saying the people who we think are the slave drivers, they are in slavery also. So the slave master used them to monitor us. And it come right down the line. You got the white guy up here working for the master. And the black guy working for the master. And come right down. So black people have some black masters, keeping them in the chains of indoctrination, what is real about Africa and black consciousness is being put down and seen as nothing. So all that we know and understand has nothing to do with our black Africanness. And this causes us to be something that we are not. Yeah? In the classroom, they're not educating the people. They're building people to come work for a system that enslave them, the people. And in schools today, it doesn't even make sense to send your children to school. Because these degrees and these whatever is worthless. It doesn't make sense. They're not teaching plumbing. They're not teaching building. They're not teaching you how to become a manager of your life. They teach you how to manage a part of the system so that the system can keep propelling. It's not an explanation, it's a depiction. So I hope what I say people can understand.